the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted. Stay humble.
Sorry guys, I'm just checking the microphone and if everything's working all right. Big up everyone. Please hit that subscription button, notification button, and like button. If you're watching us in other social medias such as Twitch, Twitter, X, Instagram, Facebook, come to the YouTube channel, subscribe. We're growing every time, really. We do a lot of stuff in this channel. We do obviously watch alongs, breaking news rounds, and we do chat shows. Anything you want in a football channel is here, but it's only Liverpool, of course. But sometimes I'll talk about the Premier League, like I'm doing right now as well. So yeah, what a weekend! I was pretty much impressed with Liverpool, to be fair. I was pretty much impressed with Liverpool's performance, to be fair, guys. You know, other than I haven't seen us win 1-0s that much with Klopp in the past, but now we're keeping clean sheets and winning games, if you know what I mean. But enough about Liverpool. We're going to talk about them at the end of the show. We're going to talk about the Premier League now. We're going to talk about Saturday's games, Sunday's games, and I'll watch most of it this time. So it's not I'm coming on and I haven't watched anything, so I'll watch most of it this time. So yeah, let's talk about that and then we'll move on to Liverpool afterwards. Let's go, people. Let's go. So we're going to start with Everton, of course. Newcastle, Everton finished 0-0. Gordon missed a penalty. I don't know what to make out of that game because I don't think both teams really did much to win it, which was it was a boring 0-0. Let's just put it that way. It wasn't the most exciting game I could watch and say, one of the teams should have won it and anything like that. Sean Dyche's team is Sean Dyche's team, isn't it? That's how it is. It's never going to be the most glamorous watch that you see on TV. Yeah, and then Newcastle missed a penalty. Gordon taking it. I don't know why they let him take it because emotions sometimes takes over, and then you make the wrong decisions when you're taking a spot kick. And he shouldn't have done that. It was just too obvious. When you're training with someone for years and years, you know how they stand, how they kick the ball, and that's what Pickford did. He obviously he's trained with this kid most of his career, and when they were at Everton and England as well. So by the time he kicked it, he knows where he was going. So yeah, it was a big mistake in my opinion for letting Gordon take the penalty. If he didn't take it, they might have won the game. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was one of those games, just wrong decisions everywhere. I mean, big up Nick, man. Big up, brother. Big up Andrew, as always. Let's go. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe, people. This season is interesting. Yeah, 100%. High fours. Yes, you're spot on. It is an interesting season, you know what I mean? And we didn't think, like, our team will be top of the league, especially changing a manager like Klopp as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to like what's gonna happen at the end, really. And I hope we're in and around it, really. And then there's this West Ham game. I watched the highlights of this. West Ham was pretty impressive. You know what I mean? Like I said before, like with West Ham, you just got to give it time. And they will get there eventually. You know what I mean, guys? And now you look at this performance. Obviously, it's against Ipswich, who I think will probably get relegated, unless they do something dramatic. You know what I mean? They do hold their own from time to time, but it's a tough season, guys. It's a tough season for Ipswich, to be fair. Yeah, and Antonio scored his goal. Kudus is always scoring. I still want him at Liverpool, people. I still want him to be the replacement for Salah. You know what I mean? Less of the African Nations Cup. Let's make it. Let's push it to the summer, please. Yeah, he's just quality all over, isn't he? Kudus, man. I'm just shocked, like, a top team hasn't gone for him in the summer. He could play everywhere across that, front line. He could play as a right winger. He could play at front. He could play as a left-sided player. He reminds me of Mane, to be fair, not Salah. He reminds me more of a Mane than a Salah, to be fair. Salah was like that. So Mane was like that, wasn't he? Mane was all across the pitch. It wasn't just one side of the pitch. Remember when he came to Liverpool, Mane, he played on the right. And then when Salah came, he moved to the left. So it shows, he could play a lot of positions. And that's what I like about players. I love players that can, move around, innit? You don't want them to stay in one place. It gets boring afterwards. How about if we need to change the game and it's not working out as you want it to, deep line defending, blocking shots. Sometimes you need crosses in the box in dangerous areas. You know what I mean? And that's what Kudus can produce. And I'm looking forward to seeing if Liverpool actually, go for him eventually as well. Really looking for much respect for the chat. Big up, Gene. Big up as always. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to. Like, if Liverpool go for Kudus, he could play like more than one position up front, and I hope he really comes to Liverpool, because he is the adequate replacement for Salah, in my opinion. I don't see anyone else, replacing Salah other than him. I mean, and you look at the rest of the goals. Bowen is the new captain at West Ham. Paqueta obviously scored a goal as well. Yeah, Bowen is impressive, guys. Like, I've always said it. Like, a team in the top four should go for him. You know what I mean? Playing the right wing, cutting in. And, he's a leader now. It shows, like, if you look at the first goal in the first minute, the way he set up Antonio, it shows like he's got more to his game than just, scoring goals now and again. So, yeah, man, I really like Bowen. I always did. But I think he's in the wrong side of the age for us to go for him. Paqueta, everybody was Paqueta. You know what I mean? If he didn't have that gambling issues, he'll be at Man City right now. Let's just be honest, guys. Sometimes, luck hits other teams. If he was at big up, brother. Big up, LM. I haven't seen it for a while. I hope everything's okay, brother. AK, Amanda, I know. You don't need to tell me. I already know. You tell me every single time I come on, bro. I told you to go to UFT. That's the other channel I was doing yesterday. Yeah, Paqueta is one of those players everybody should be going after, to be fair. In my opinion, anyway. I think he's phenomenal. I think, like, the way he controls that midfield is just something else. And if he's in the top 4 team, they'll be dominant in that midfield. You know what I mean? Imagine him, McAllister, and Gravenberch. We can't say nothing about, Soboslai at the moment. You saw him when he came on the other day. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it. Don't worry. We're gonna discuss Soboslai, man, because it's about time. Angry Fozzie came out and said a lot about that guy, because it's starting to piss me off now. He's really starting to piss me off. Yeah. So Paqueta, yeah, man. Imagine him, Gravenberch, and McAllister in that middle. Like, it'd be silly, innit? It'd be silly in that midfield. And then you got Liam Delap, who scored the goal. The goalkeeper should have saved it, to be fair. I don't know how you get beaten in your near post. Maybe it's the modern day stuff. Maybe that's what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe it's what it is. You should not get beaten in your near post, in my opinion. So, yeah, 4-1. Yeah, West Ham deserved it. This game, wow. Simply wow, man. Let me put it this way. Fulham should have won this game. If they had a clinical finisher, if Adama Traore was a clinical finisher, they would have won that game. They would have been 3-0 up, shut up shop. Man City have to come out of position, counter-attack, get some more goals. That should have been the actual game plan from Fulham. But Adama, he just can't finish. The guy, still to this day, we're waiting for him to, score goals. He was through on goal how many times against Man City? Goodness gracious me. Poor display. Poor, man. He beat everyone for pace, including Kyle Walker. He made Kyle Walker look like a, what do you call it? A marathon runner. Though, like, when you're tired and then you get to the line too late. That's what he looked like. He gave Kyle Walker a head start and beat him to a race. Wow. And still he was going. That's what shocked me the most. He actually gave him a head start, first of all. Kyle Walker was already gone. And then he came from behind, overtook him, and still had distance on him. And you guys are telling me Kyle Walker is quick? He's been facing the wrong players all these years, man. I'm telling you. It was impressive. Let me just put it that way. If Adama Traore can finish, guys, that winger would have been frightening. Absolutely frightening. And, it's sad. It's really, really sad, in my opinion. I think we go for Edison. I don't know, bro. I really don't know if we're going to go for Edison. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong, bro. But is he the long-term DM? No, I don't even think he's a DM, really. He's a central midfielder. He can play DM from what I can see, the way he runs up and down that pitch. But yeah, generally we need something, guys. We need something to help this team. Hopefully we'll be in and around the top teams, and we could do some transfers. I mean, that's what we need at the end of the day. People, come on, man. I'm always here for you guys. Like I always say, hit the subscription button, notification button, like button on YouTube, and get in the live chat, man. That's what I'm here for at the end of the day. So yeah, looking at this game. And we've got a lot to discuss about Liverpool as well. We've got, contracts, probably, injury updates and all that stuff. Give you guys a heads up in regards to that. Yeah, Fulham let themselves down in this game, man. I love the setup by Raul Jimenez to Pereira, to be fair. A back heel, straight to Pereira's path. Wow. Goodness gracious me. Yeah, Man City was got it. Man City without Rodri, it's not the same team, guys. They struggle. They pretty much struggle. They get a nosebleed. That's what it is, because they haven't got that protection in front of them. If they have that protection in front of them, these chances wouldn't occur. If you know what I mean. And they struggle. They struggle pretty badly. Like in a normal day, if this was against a clinical team, Man City would have got battered. I mean, that Doku goal was impressive, to be fair. And Kovacic scored 2 goals, pretty good goals, to be fair. But yeah, they didn't deserve to win that game, in my opinion. Fulham should have won that. Fulham let themselves down. Fulham's a good team, man. I'm impressed with Fulham. Really, really, really impressed with Fulham, man. But Adama, goodness me, if that guy had a finish, if he could finish, honestly, if he could finish, that's a frightening player, man. That's something they could work on, like working in the training ground. That's about 2 or 3 teams. He's been at Middlesbrough, Wolverhampton, and Fulham now. Surely to God, they should teach him how to finish. Like, that's his weak point, finishing in front of goal, and he struggles every time. But that pace, goodness me. I don't remember Van Dijk being in a race like that, to be fair. You know what I mean? So, Kyle Walker. Yes, people were 300 away from 2,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Let's get there, man. Let's get there as soon as possible. With your help, we can get there, man. I shouldn't be asking. We do deliver on a consistent basis to you guys as well. So let's go. Yeah, this game was quite good as well. Obviously, Leicester won by 1-0. Didn't watch much of it, but I like the goal. It cut in from, I think, the right-hand side and just slotted it in the top corner, left-hand side of the goalkeeper. Leicester need to do more than what they're doing. And Leicester used to be strong at home. You know what I mean? And Vardy had a few chances in this game and he messed it up. You know what I mean? So you got to finish these chances. You can't muck about in front of goal. You know what I mean? So yeah, listen. In order for them to stay in the Premier League, they've got to do more than what they're doing. Bournemouth, they play well. They just do what they're doing. They don't really do much in games other than playing. Yeah, just play well. I mean, they're just nice to watch, but you need to win games. I mean, you can't just come on this scene and just do nothing. Like, you got to do more than what you're doing. You got to do more than what you're doing, man. Can't be just, oh, you're nice and that's it. Nice guys finish last, man. Yeah, this was a good game, end to end. Oh my goodness me! First 2 minutes they scored, Brentford, and then Wolverhampton, got one back. It was just like we score, you score, we score, you score. It If you just threw out the game like this, oh man, I wish I did this game live. I would have been more happier, to be fair, guys. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Yeah, it finished 5-3 to Brentford. But Brentford, with that, Ivan Toney, they're not as solid as they used to be. Because when you have a striker, a target man up front, it takes away the pressure at the back. If you know what I mean, he holds up play, time wasting, and he passes the right passes to players that's gonna attack, ends up in a goal or ends up as a chance. Like people don't understand. Every minute or two you waste is beneficial to the winning team. You know what I mean? And this is what they don't have at the moment. They're way too open, Brentford, in my opinion, and conceding a lot of chances in games, which they didn't used to when Ivan Toney was there. But yeah, they need a target man. They need a target man up front. You know what I mean? Wolverhampton, it is what it is, isn't it? They're gonna probably get relegated the way they're playing. O'Neill's being found out now. I've always said that, with managers, they look impressive in the beginning, but once they get found out and they haven't got plan B, plan, C, and plan D, that's what happens. Same as, the manager, who manages Crystal Palace. Same thing, guys. You get found out, it's not the same anymore. It's not the same anymore, man. And that's what's happening with them. Big up, bro. Big up, bro. Big up, bro. Big up as always, bro. Big up. Big up, Mr. John Conway, the legend. Yeah, so 5-3, open game. There's no, these two just want to survive in the league, innit? Really, they don't really give a damn about what happens. Just survive in the league, innit? Arsenal, I thought Arsenal were pretty lucky. I watched this game. I thought they were pretty lucky. I thought they should have done more than in the first half than they did in the second half. Big up, Mighty Mo. Big up, bro. We'll talk soon, brother. We'll talk soon. Yeah, I honestly think watching Arsenal, how many times can the substitutions come off the bench and change the game for you? You know what I mean? They want to go down in this game. The first half, Southampton defended for their lives, as they always do. These small teams, they don't really go at big teams, full throttle, open, expansive football. And, they don't do that. They just take their time and try get a goal, which they did. But come on, man. A few minutes later, Arsenal score a goal. I don't know who that number 4 is for Southampton. He was awful, man. He gave the ball away a few times, and I said, this guy's gonna, eventually they're gonna concede a goal if he keeps give it away. And that's what happened. He gave it away, and then Kai Havertz scored that blockbuster, hitting the post and going in on the right hand side of the goalkeeper. So you could do pretty well in games. This is advice to the small teams. You know what I mean? You could do pretty well in the big games, but you got to keep possession better. You can't really be that open as you was. And you had a few scary moments that you should have learned from, but you haven't. I'd rather kick the ball up the field than keep it around my box. That's what the problem with Southampton is. They keep it around their area. They're asking for trouble. They want those teams to score a goal for some reason, and they're not learning from things like this. This is how Arsenal scored their goals. You know what I mean? Although Kai Havertz scored the equalizer, Southampton didn't really do enough to stop them scoring, if you know what I mean. And then substitutions come on. Arsenal have that strength and depth in the team, especially coming off the bench, like Martinelli and Trossard and all these players coming on. And Arsenal do certain things in games. One is score goals from set pieces. 2 is Saka crossing it to the far post and someone coming in and tapping it in. It's so obvious. They do that in every game, and people are not studying that. You know what I mean? You gotta place yourself in a position in the far post to stop the ball going down there. And second of all, someone's got to stop that crossing with the left foot. Saka is left-footed. Get him in his right foot. I'd rather Saka actually crosses the ball with his right foot than his left foot. But people don't learn. People don't learn, man. And he scored the goal. You know what I mean? I don't know what that defender was doing, dribbling across the box. Saka read it and then slotted it in the right-hand side of the goalkeeper. No chance. But listen, Arsenal deserve to win that game. Let's put it that way, first of all. And, they are impressive. They are going to be frightening in the league. They are going to do their bits. They are going to, going to go for it. They could win it as well. But it's what Man City and Liverpool do next, isn't it? What's our ambitions and what's Man City's ambitions for the season? Because, Arsenal, if they're struggling in games, they got game changers. They come off the bench and change the games. You know what I mean? And it's frightening. It's absolutely frightening, in my opinion. Yeah, but yeah, 3-1 was a fair result. Southampton could have done more. When you got that goal up, you got to do more than what you're doing. You can't allow that, man. You can't allow that. Let's just be realistic here. Yes, people, like I always say, man, hit the subscription button, notification button, like button, and get in the comments, man. What's going on? Like, we've got what 1,700 subscribers. Well, no one's talking to me. Let's go, man. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, man. At the end of the day, yeah. So we move on, obviously, to this game. I watched this game. Tottenham. You know what? I'll take that back. You know why Tottenham always in the the Big Six programs on YouTube. You know, the streams Big Six. Why are they in this? Why are they in that? They are losers, aren't they? Let's just put it this way, man. Tottenham is a loser club, man. They are absolutely disgraceful to their fan base, to be honest, man. I don't know how you sit there and watch this season in, season out, and then complain about it. It's the same thing every season. You're 2-0 up. 2-0 up in this game, and then you lose 3-2 in the second half. Second half. It wasn't even like Brighton. It wasn't even Brighton that actually scored in the first half. They scored in the second half, man. 3 goals straight from the start. 3 minutes from the start of the second half. They scored a goal. Then 10 minutes later, they scored another one. Then almost 10 minutes later, they scored. Like, come on, man. Come on. Tottenham was flying high. I see their fan base jumping up and down and all this nonsense. And then what happens? They get pegged back. And then they get another goal conceded, You know, like when you're bragging about players that are not it, this is what happens to you, you know what I mean? That defense and the goalkeeper, goodness gracious me, man. It's like Brighton knew they will come back. That's how bad this game was for Tottenham. Brighton knew they will come back. That Timo Werner, goodness gracious me, he is awful. I don't know how teams actually signed that player. I thought he was a striker, but he plays left wing. Doesn't do anything. And I'm like, what's happened to the guy's finishing? Like the first touch and, running with the ball like we was all looking at back in the day. Like, he's bad. He's really, really bad, man. Tottenham should ship him back, man, to Germany, man. Ship him back. It's not good enough. But Brighton, listen, that first half performance was awful, man. They need to improve into the first half. I know they got a young manager that's 30 years old. And I mean, and he's still learning his craft and all that stuff, but he needs to do more, man. Like, be more solid at the back. The midfield have to be more dominant than what they are. You're at home. You don't concede 2 goals, you know what I mean, like that. And this ain't always gonna happen. You're not always gonna come back from 2 goals down. You got to do more of what you guys do. Not only did they get dominated in the middle, they got dominated in the wings as well. And that's what they need to sort out, in my opinion. Obviously, Johnson scored the goal, the first one, and Maddison scored the second one. It was just too easy, in my opinion. And that's unlike Brighton. I mean, Brighton normally is a difficult team to beat. You know what I mean? They're not that team that give away a lot of chances. But for some reason, in this game, they were just giving chance after chance to Tottenham in the first half. There should have been more than 2 goals, actually. You know what I mean? Never underestimate the Seagulls. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy, Gene. It's crazy. Like I was watching the game. I was really enjoying it. To be fair, on my other channel, I was really enjoying it. I thought it was over by 2-0, but the Seagulls, man, there's something else out there. It doesn't matter the manager; they always pull it out somewhere, somehow. If you know what I mean. And yeah, man, it was brilliant. It was a brilliant comeback, in my opinion. A brilliant comeback. Yeah. So yeah. Tottenham is Tottenham, innit? You can't say much about them. Look at Chelsea, impressive performances, and then you get this 1-1 draw at home to Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, like I said, I guess the big teams, they will give us, hard time because they do 2 different things, which is start with a defensive team, bring on the flair players afterwards, and try win the game. Even with 10 men, they nearly scored the winner. Nico Williams should have actually scored. I mean, this Chelsea goalkeeper, Sanchez, is awful, guys. You know what I mean? Some of the goals he concedes, I look at Chelsea saying, you spent over $1 billion and you don't buy the right goalkeeper? Like, there's all black at Atletico Madrid. You know what I mean? Someone like that. And I mean, and we signed Mamadashvili. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Like you, you got to look into things like that. You're signing Sanchez from Brighton, and you see the way he's a dopey in goal. He's one of those goalkeepers that will always make mistakes. He might make this, outstanding saves like now and again, but he's always gonna make mistakes. You can't really, those kind of goalkeepers never let that go. They're always gonna be doing that on a consistent basis, making mistakes on a regular, and that's how he is. That's how he is, man. Yeah, he's awful, guys. Honest to God. Sometimes I look at it and I think to myself, this guy is actually, at Chelsea. What were they watching like when they were signing him, man? He's not good enough. It's awful. Yeah, but listen, I thought the way Nottingham Forest played, I thought like they should have won that game. Chelsea should not be drawing with with Nottingham Forest at home. No, man, no chance. This game finished 0-0. I wish I didn't watch it. Ten Hag still in the job. That's the most important thing for all of us. He's still in the job, still at the wheel. Ten Hag at the wheel. Yeah, I thought Aston Villa. Oh man, you beat Bayern Munich and then you draw with Man United at home. Is this for real or what, man? What the heck is going on? Man United actually had chances in this game. Yeah, Rashford, guys, like that kid. Something's got to be done, man. As a black man, something's got to be done, man. Somebody needs to like slap him and wake him up. In my opinion, what I saw of Rashford in that game, he intentionally tried to get himself sent off, and it's a big statement for me to say that he intentionally tried to get himself sent off. That's how bad this boy is, man. So if Man United lost that game, probably Ten Hag would be out of a job. You know what I mean? And that's not right. Obviously, Ten Hag is not fit enough to be a coach at Man United, no matter what we say. But when a player is intentionally trying to get himself sent off, if I was Ten Hag, I'll start thinking like, shall I play him again? Honestly, I'll start thinking about things like that because that's what that kid tried to do yesterday. I mean, was it? Yesterday. Yeah, it's not good enough, guys. It's not good enough. It's unacceptable that. And in a professional environment, that's not right. You've done nothing since you signed that contract. You know what I mean? Rashford, what he does, people, and you guys don't see it probably. Whenever his contract comes to an end, he's awake for some reason. All of a sudden, scoring goals, bundles of them, by the way, a lot of them. And then when he signs a contract, you don't see nothing of him. You don't even know if he even plays football. You know what I mean? It's all great what you do off the pitch, but you can't do those things off the pitch if you don't perform on the pitch. You know what I mean? This is where you earn the money to do that stuff off the pitch. So wake up, man. Start performing. Forget about what's happening around the club. Think about yourself as a human being, man. This is your local club. You come from the youth system in that club. I mean, you're supposed to be the standard. The guy that sets the standards on the pitch for the rest of the players. Even if that rest of the players play bad and you play good, you've done your job for the football club that you support, that you love, you always say. But I don't see that from this kid, man. Like I said, when he's about to sign a contract, so when he's like his contract's come to an end, he starts performing. And then when he signs the contract, he goes back to non-existent. Like it doesn't even exist on the pitch. And what worried me yesterday, he's intentionally tried to get him sent off. It's a big thing for me to say, but the way he tried to trip up that guy needs to be looked at. If I was Man United, I have to study things like this, mate. Because listen, first and foremost, I'm a football fan. I love football. Football is my life since I was a kid. I mean, football, wrestling, all that stuff I used to watch when I was a kid. But when I see things like that, you know what I mean? And I'm supportive of Rashford, even he's a Man United, player. What he does off the pitch and all that stuff, I'm supportive of that because all humans should do what he does off the pitch. But don't be one-sided, a kind person, and the other side be someone else. Be equal, man. Be equal, brother. Be equal, man. Don't let people question your, commitment and ability. He's good, guys. He's as a player, he can be one of the best. Well, he's what 28 now, isn't it? Something like that. Prime. It should be in the prime of his power, like prime, of his ability now. Like it should be peak of his powers. You know what I mean? But he's not. He's not doing much, and what he does, it's not right, man. It's not right. I think someone in his family, agents ain't gonna help you. You know what I mean, they're just there for their own, money. That's what they're there for. You need someone that cares about that kid to wake him up, man. To wake him up. You are at one of the biggest clubs in the world, and your own fans want you off the pitch, boo you, like, and you're a local lad. You're born there. Nah, I can't watch that, man. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I can't watch things like that. It's frustrating. It's frustrating, man. Eric Ten Hagen, yeah, me too. Rashin is Pastors new. Sorry, he's done with United. Sad. He's not done. I mean, all he has to do is give it that extra yard on the pitch. I mean, that's all he had to do, Gene. But he's not doing that. OT is dead house. They will ruin you. Run. Yeah, it's true. Let's go, champ. Big up, Steve. Yeah, listen, Gene. He's not done. You know what I mean, he just needs to want it more, and that's what he hasn't got. Like I said, someone from his family should wake him up. Someone from his family should tell him, like, mate, you're playing for your boyhood club. I mean, you got to do more than what you're doing on the pitch. Run more. Do the extra yard. You know what I mean? Show the players around you you're the leader, not Fernandez, that fraud. I mean, Fernandez is a fraud, man. He's not good enough, man. I think he's overhyped Fernandez for years. I mean, that's why Liverpool missed that. But we missed that on Fernandez by purpose. It wasn't like it was an accident. We missed that. We missed that. We missed out on him by purpose. He's crap, guys. He's absolutely garbage. I gotta be real. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. You know what I mean? It's the Premier League, people. But like I said about Rashford, family members, someone needs to get hold of him, man. So I feel bad for him. You know, like when you're down and your luck, it's difficult to come back from that. You know what I mean? And you need someone around you that's good for your career. You know what I mean? Because football, it's not a long-term thing, guys. It's a short-term thing. You need to be smart. You know what I mean? You need to fix off. You need to fix up on, like, off the pitch, as well as what you do on the pitch. Because when you retire off football, you don't want to end up like most footballers who don't know where they're going, end up in drugs and alcohol. You don't want that, man. You don't want that life. It's not good for you, man. I mean, especially when you got kids that that look up to you, and your own kids as well, man. Yeah, you don't want to do that to yourself, man. Set up everything before you retire, I say. Yeah, man. Because football's a short-term thing, you know what I mean? And not only that, like, you could just pick up a serious injury out of the blue, even in your early 20s, and you can't play anymore. So when you're looking past today, it's the wrong way of going about it. You got to, like, think about today, fix everything right now, and then, see where it takes you in the future. Because what we do in the world we live in, guys, we think about too far ahead. We always say next year, thinking we're going to be there. You don't know what's going to happen in life. You don't know where you're going to be. You know what I mean? So just be careful, man. Be careful. That's the best advice I could give, man. I was like that, you know what I mean? And we always say inshallah, and that's God willing, of course. But yeah, I think people need to stop that. Life is about here and now. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't. Honestly, you don't. Yeah, so that's the league, people. Liverpool are top of the league by 1 point again. I wish we had that Nottm Forest game again. Damn, man. One loss. Arsenal could be invisibles again. We'll never get here at the end of it, are we, guys? If they be invisible. Can you imagine? You're invisible, but not win the league. That'd be the best thing ever, man. Come on. That's the best thing ever. I wish that can happen to them. We give them the runner-up trophy or third place trophy. Give them a gold one, innit? For not winning the league as well. It'd be brilliant. I'll be laughing at them. Come on, guys. It's brilliant. Invisible, but not winning the league. Wow. You broke a record there, Arsenal. You broke a record, man. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Rashford needs to join Arsenal. Fresh start needed. Yeah, let me see how old he is, bro. I want to know. I think he's 27, going to 28. I'm sure he is. Let me check. Yeah, he's 26 actually. Young, still young, still young. You know, you never notice, do you? Really, if you think about it. This kid's been here for years and years. You know, you don't notice like the age. He's only 26, so he's heading towards 27. Arsenal, can you imagine him as the main striker? Goodness gracious me, they'll be dangerous, man. Nah, man, I don't want him going there. Come on, Steve, don't give me a heart attack, man. Don't do that to me, man. Man United are finished. They are fourth, so they are 5 years away from being a top 4 side. They're not good enough, bro. They're awful, mate. They're awful, man. They're awful. Not done as a player, done for United. They can not inspire him. He needs a new club. Yeah, 100%, Gene. I'm not saying he doesn't like. The reason I say like do something at your club right now is because that's his boyhood club. Imagine Steven Gerrard. You know what I mean? Someone like that. I mean, we don't want him to leave. We want him to, you know, correct things that are bad and try get his legacy back at the club. That's what I'm saying. Before you leave, make sure you don't leave in a bad note. You know what I mean? If the club doesn't share the same ambitions as you, but don't like put your performances into, you know, a bad situation as you're doing right now. Like what Rashford needs to do now is go home, look at yourself in the mirror, rethink everything, and just start performing on the pitch. It doesn't matter where Man United finish. Just perform on the pitch for your fan base. That's what he needs to do now. Forget about the rest of the players that's playing badly in your team. Forget about, you know, you're not the captain. Forget about, you know, all that stuff. Perform for you and your fan base on the pitch. That's what you need to do, man. So you can see Liverpool top of the league, Man City second, Arsenal third. It's the same as last season, really, isn't it? If you think about last season, it was majority like that. Chelsea fourth, Aston Villa fifth, Brighton sixth, Newcastle seventh, Fulham eighth, Tottenham ninth, our original. Nottm Forest 10th, Brentford 11th. You got West Ham, Bournemouth, Man United 14th. Goodness gracious me, man. That is a scary thing, you know. Have they lost 3 times already? Goodness me. 7 games, you lost 3 times already? Wow. Wowzers. They definitely need to inspect the gadget now to inspect their team because they're not good enough, man. 3 games already, man, and 2 draws. Nah, it's not good enough, man. -3? You're down there with the likes of Leicester? -3? Oh my God. Yeah, they've got a long way to go, innit? There you go, people. Crystal Palace at the bottom. Even Ipswich is above them. People try to tell me Crystal Palace manager should be Liverpool manager. Get lost. What are you talking about, man? Southampton, obviously 19th. They did well against Arsenal, but, you know, it's how long can you go on for? Are the players on the pitch share the same thing as you guys do? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's a lot of things, man. Yeah, but there's the league, people. Liverpool still going strong. If we're here by the, you know, January transfer window, we definitely need a DM. Definitely need reinforcements. We do need it, guys. Whether we like to say it or not, we do need new players coming in. We didn't sign anyone, so we're within our rights to say that as well. So it is what it is. Yeah, so that's about it. So let's talk about Liverpool. Let's go move on to the best team in the Premier League so far, and then we can get out of here. I'll go do my MOT today. Didn't even know I ran out of it. All right, let's go. Love that tune, man. Favorite tune ever, that was. So there you go, people. That's the starting lineup. That's the player ratings I gave. Alisson 7, Trent 6. Trent needs to shape up, guys. You know what I mean? Like, Is the guy interested or what, man? It really worries me. You know what I mean? When I see him perform like he does, there's not enough coming from him, man. There's not enough coming from Trent. Like I said, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm not that type of person that's gonna sit here and give compliments that players are not doing enough on the pitch. I'm sorry, guys. Like, you got to be real to yourself. I mean, like, if you want to be a happy Liverpool fan and all that stuff, then that's down to you. But I'm telling you guys the truth. Yeah, man, the kid, I don't know, man. The worst part for Trent is if he signs that contract for 300,000 a week and all that stuff people are saying. What? And he doesn't perform to the highest level that you ask him for. Our fans gonna turn on him like Rashford? You know what I mean? Our fans gonna ask questions. Why aren't you performing as a defender? Why aren't you doing what is the basics of your game? Our fans gonna say that to him. You know what I mean? That's the worrying part of it. That is the worrying part of Trent, guys. You know what I mean? And we have to be realistic on that, if you know what I mean. And yeah, man, there's not enough. There's not enough like from Trent recently, man. He's improved in his defending. Don't get me wrong, but where's the creative side? Where's the the things that he used to do in the past? Like, there's not enough of it. There's not enough of it. So I gave him a 6. You know what I mean? Alisson kept a clean sheet. Obviously, Jaros came on at the end. Jaros, sorry, is it Jaros? Jaros came at the end and performed pretty good. I was impressed with Jaros. I was shocked. Like, he was that good, guys. Wow, Jaros, man. Honestly, like, he was calm. He was, he knew what he was doing. The kid was phenomenal. I thought he was brilliant. Crazy that. Konate, guys, he's fit. All of a sudden, you lost your place in France, in the France national team. You lost your place in the Liverpool team. You come back, and you come back even stronger. Did they have to take this for you to wake up? You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like that. It should not be like that, man. You should be performing on a regular basis, man. Yeah, 8. I gave him an 8. I'll come back to Van Dijk, who was man of the match. Costas, a lot of us don't want Costas to play. A lot of us complain about Costas. Look at Costas now, people. You know what I mean? I really don't understand why people have got Costas. To this day, I don't understand. I really don't. I don't get it. You know what I mean? I think he's good at what he does. He's good as a cover left back. He creates goals. He defends well. He builds up with attack. So what is the problem? What have people got against Costas? I don't understand. I said, we need a new left back. We need to do this. We need that. But he does his job. I mean, he's all. If the team don't perform well, it's not all about him, is it? If you look at last season, Costas was one of the best left backs in the league until he got that injury with the shoulder. He was one of the best left backs. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, people give up on him like when he comes back. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't think we need another left back to replace Costas. Maybe Robertson, as he's getting older and performances are not up to the standards that we're used to. But Costas is a good cover, man. He's always been a good cover. Never gives the club problems. You know what I mean? Everybody wants problems, but yeah, I don't think. Listen, he ain't that bad, man. He ain't as bad as people say he is. I thought he was fantastic in this game. The way he set up Gakpo, and then Gakpo set up Jota, that was just impressive, to be fair. That pass to Gakpo, it opened everything. It opened up everything for us to score. You got to think about it that way, guys. It was his pass that set up that goal. It wasn't just Gakpo that put it across the box. If Costas didn't make that pass, would Gakpo, create that chance for Jota? No. So think about it that way, guys. Gravenberch is Gravenberch, guys. He had a few he had a few issues during the game. I didn't like getting caught in possession now and again. But again, an 8 performance. You know what I mean? Again, an 8 performance. He was a man of the match now, but Crystal Palace away is always going to be difficult, guys. It's not going to be an easy game. It's always those type of games. Tight stadium, fans right, the crowd is right on top of you, abusing you. You know what I mean? It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. But we came through with that game. Like 70 minutes of that game, I thought we was phenomenal. You know what I mean? McAllister 8.5 before he went off in half time. I think we lost control of McAllister. A lot of us have said that. I think we lost control when McAllister came off, guys. I honestly think that McAllister on the pitch, Liverpool are more frightening, and Liverpool keep possession better. Although he loses it sometimes when he gets caught on the ball. But yeah, man, without him, it's not the same. You know, Soboslai came on, Jones moved back. It wasn't the same, man. It was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah, I hope we'll speak about the injury later. Don't worry about that. Yeah, international football now. You know what I mean? Like, you know, players traveling all around the world, coming back tired. You know, Nottm Forest at home. Remember people who lost that game. It's, you know what I mean? It's too much, man. If we didn't go international football that time, I think we would have won that game easily, hands down, 100%. Because the momentum was with us. You know, everything was good. I mean, sad, man. Everton, our only manager in United history to win 2 trophies in his first 2 years. Yeah, 100%. You're right, man. And I mean, facts for the do a car Palmer. Yeah. Yeah. That's what that kid Palmer. You know what I mean? He's brilliant. He's brilliant at Chelsea, isn't he? He's brilliant. Even though the other day he scored no goal, but yeah. Forest looking hard to beat this season. Yeah, listen, you know, Nuno Espirito Santos. You remember him at Wolverhampton? They were difficult to beat. When he left, they were easy to beat. You know what I mean? So it shows, man. Yeah, they're hard, man. They're very hard. -3 goal difference. That's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. And they are -1 in Europe. What can I say, Gene? What can I say? They're terrible, man. They're terrible. I said I don't mind Glazer. Glasner replacing Glasner replacing Klopp. I'll put my hands up and say you was right. You said he needs more time in the EPL. Yeah, bro. Like you got, you know, when people have fresh ideas, they give you that hope. You know what I mean in the beginning, but when the fresh ideas run out, it's difficult to come back from that, man. And that's what he's facing now. I think Bayern Munich wanted him as well, as I remember. Yes, Costas, the Greek Scouser. The Greek Scouser, Jaden. Yes, you're right. Yeah, people, like I always say, hit the subscription button, notification button, and like button. Please, you know, go in the comments. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to, you know, debate with you guys. That's what it's all about. Yes, there you go, people. Share your thoughts. That's what I'm here for. Not many people tell you that. So let's go. Yeah, so we move on to Curtis Jones, 8.5. I'll give him credit. I thought in this game he was good. He was good. He wasn't phenomenal, but he was good. He kept his position throughout the game, passed the right passes, didn't dwell on the ball a lot. He did it sometimes, but not a lot. And kept up with play. Took a few shots outside the box, Curtis Jones. I thought he was brilliant. I honestly thought he was brilliant. And this is what I said about Curtis Jones. Okay, you're brilliant in this game. Next, what I want you to do is consistency. So build up from here. Become the player that you're supposed to be. Because you could show me these games now and again, but I don't want it now and again. I want it to be in a continuous basis. So this is your next step. This is what the coach needs to remind him. This is what the coaching staff needs to remind him. You know what I mean? So you've done all right, but next step is doing that in a continuous basis. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. I mean, so yeah, I thought he was good. I really thought he was good, and I'll give credit where it's due. I don't beat around the bush. Salah was non-existent. You know what I mean? Salah, if he doesn't score the goals, I don't know what's happened to Salah, to be fair, guys, the last few games. I really don't. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's been phenomenal. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you lies, you know what I mean, about Salah. That's how he is. You know what I mean? If he doesn't score goals, he doesn't look interested. There you go, man. I mean, and I don't want him to be top scorer. I want him to be that player that's, you know, the best player in the team. Then, you know, he could like create goals as well as score them now and again. That's what I want him to be. But, you know, if he doesn't do what he normally does, which is shoot, and he gets frustrated, he's just not in the game, you know what I mean? And I didn't even know he played this game. That's how bad he was, to be fair, guys. I didn't even know he played in this game. And you got to be truthful to yourself, guys. Are you as a Liverpool fan, Are you, as a Liverpool fan, interested in winning the league title or Salah finishing top scorer? What's your interest here? I mean, my interest is to win things. That's why we support football clubs. I don't support football clubs because of a player. I support a football club because of the club as a whole. You know what I mean? So if this manager, if this player is not really contributing much on the pitch, we shouldn't be scared to say how we feel. And this is what angers me about our fan base. We say when he's good, we're all championing him. We're all giving him the best right winger in the Premier League history, blah, blah, blah. But when he's playing badly, we just stay quiet but criticize other players. Who do you support? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's what you need to ask yourself, man, because he is pretty bad, man. Like, he's been horrendous for a while, guys. And if you don't stand up for yourself and tell the truth, the lies will always affect the team. And this is what he's doing to us at the moment. He's affecting the damn team with the performances. And we're just lying to ourselves, not saying how we really feel. And I'm always there to say how I feel, man. I don't care if people don't like me for that. Don't really care. I support Liverpool, not a player, man. I'm not player FC. Gakpo, I give him a 9. I would have given him 9.5, but there's a player at the back that's been quiet this season that not many people speak about. But Gakpo played the full game, 90 minutes, caused havoc. You know what I like about Gakpo? This is the Gakpo at PSV. This is the Gakpo that was controlling games, not losing possession, working hard for the team, running up and down that left wing. What I liked about Gakpo in this game, forget about the attacking side, is his defensive side. The way he went back and helped Costas throughout the game. You see him outpacing players, running back in the left back position and winning the ball back for us. I've seen him do that the whole game. And not many people spot those things, you know what I mean? And it's unfair. You could do all this stuff attacking, but if you don't work for the team, what's the point? You know what I mean? Because you're going to concede a goal. You're going to lose, games because of, players not pulling their weight on the pitch. I mean, every attack, as long as you stop it, that's you've done your job. And that's what Gakpo did in this game. He stopped the attack on his side on a continuous basis. Helped that Costas throughout. Robertson would have loved him today. I mean, obviously Diaz has been fantastic this season. Scored a lot of goals, created a few chances and all that stuff. Great. But it's good to have another winger that's different to him as well. That's unselfish. That's not always about the goals and things like that, but for the winning for the team. And that's what Gakpo does on the pitch, guys. He wins for the team, and I love him for that. Such a kind kid, honest kid. He's not scared about how to do what things other players are scared of. You know what I mean? And I love him for that. And I'm glad that we've got him. I'm glad that he's at our football club. I'm glad, he's showing the form that we bought him for. I mean, because this is what he was doing at PSV. Even more than that, because he was a set piece specialist. Unfortunately, we've got fullbacks that's taking, set pieces. I think about 8 set pieces, 7 in the first half, and we couldn't score 1. You know what I mean? Doesn't that tell you something? You're being repetitive with set pieces with the same players, but you're not scoring goals. And this is not the only game. Go and check out previous games. How many goals have we scored from corners this season? Practically, probably 2. Maybe 2. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's time other players take set pieces, guys. Share it around the football team. You know what I mean? Because you're stopping other players developing because selfishness is taking over. Like, with Trent and Costas and Robertson. They don't set up a lot of goals. Let me give you. If you don't believe me, let me tell you. All right. I guarantee it's about 7 or 8 set pieces in this game. I guarantee you. 100%. No lie. There you go. Let me see what the game was. You can't take that much set pieces and not score from 1 at least. Or trouble the goalkeeper. Do something. So in this game, 8 corners we've taken. 8 corners, people. 8 corners we've taken in this game. And you're telling me that's okay. Let me see the previous game. This is what I'm saying, guys. You got to make these things count. A corner should be like creating a chance. You know what I mean? And this is why Arsenal are good at it, because they celebrate it when they get a corner in their games. They celebrate it, man, because it's like getting an opportunity. You can't take 8 corners in a game and not score from 1. Come on, man. Bologna. Not many. No, that's 5 corners. There you go. That's a lot still. You know what I mean? If you know football, that's a lot. That's a lot. Bologna, there's 5. I want to see the previous Premier League game against Wolves. I want to see how many. I bet it's a lot. I bet it's a lot. Who scored in this game? Yeah, we scored. Yeah, we scored not a corner, but it was a setup from Jota from the left wing. Look at that, guys. 10 corners against Wolverhampton. 10 corners, and we didn't score 1. That's what I'm saying to you guys. That's too many corners in a game. That's too many. 10 corners, 8 corners the other day. Let's look at the game before Wolverhampton. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. I'm looking at the Premier League. I'm not looking at the the cups and that. 9 corners. No, actually, my bad. Bournemouth took 9 corners. Liverpool took 3. But do you know what I'm getting at, guys? Like, it's the same amount of corners in every game. We only score, like, this season we've only scored 2 probably. And you can't say the Jota one is a corner. It was a cross from the left wing. Come on. Let's be realistic here, man. Big up Uncle Rods. Please go subscribe to Uncle Rods. One of the best in my opinion. I really like Spirito. He's heavy. Yeah, he's good, man. I always liked him, Gene. You know what I mean? A goalkeeper that became a manager. And, he didn't get the chance at Spurs, as we all know. It was a weird time, in my opinion. It was a weird time. I like the way Arnie is rotating Robbo and Simicaz, but we do need a quality first choice left back. Listen, Robertson, I love him for what he did for us all, throughout the years. You got to be realistic about that. But it's time, guys. Like, this sentimentality needs to disappear from all of us. We need to stop that. We need to stop that. Players come and go. I looked at Man City's team from 2019 to Liverpool's team from 2019. We've still got the nucleus of the players. Man City have changed all of them, apart from 2 or 3. I think Kyle Walker, De Bruyne, and the goalkeeper Edison. I think that's the only 3 that remained. We've still got the same players. This is why teams don't continuously win, because if you look at the best teams in this league's history, forget about the Premier League, I'm talking about the entirety of the English football, sorry. All those teams down the years changed gradually and improved. We don't do that. We're still stuck with the same players, and if we want to sell them or get rid of them, they don't sign a new contract, people complain. Why? Why are you complaining? This is what happens in football. You got to get rid of players when they get to a certain age, get a resale value for them, like get money for them at least. Come on, man. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. Kanate is less injury prone and looks faster because Arnie staff told him he needs to lose weight and he's on a new diet plan and on smoke again. Yeah, you're spot on. Like, if they did that, that's great. Because I think even when he was breaking a nail, the kid was, injured. You know what I mean? It was a joke, man. It's an absolute joke. Let's be realistic here. Forest defeat for us. If we did not lose every game, our players would be under added pressure to keep the unbeaten run going. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you're right, with things like that, you could be right. Like the pressure could be too much weight on the players, which would make them perform in a different way. Always, I can't lose. You know what I mean? You gotta have that in your head the whole season, and you shouldn't be doing things like that, to be fair, guys. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me just go to the next thing, obviously. Sorry about the comments. Let me go here. Let's talk about Virgil, innit? Virgil under the radar, innit? Like, he's been phenomenal this season, guys. Quietly going by his business quietly, and not many people have spotted that with Virgil. He's been phenomenal, guys. I swear to God, he's been phenomenal. Leader, keeping clean sheets. He's the catalyst for it. don't concede a lot of chances, always backing up. This is what I say about, you know, the best defenders in this world. They're not afraid to make mistakes. They will go out of position to help their fellow centre backs out, and that's what Virgil van Dijk does. He goes out of his position to help out Konate. He goes out of his position to help out Trent. He goes out of his position to help out Robertson, Tsimikas, etc. Whoever's Gomez, whoever's playing, and that's what I like about Virgil, man. He's fantastic at doing things like that, and he's been, you know, quietly going by his business, and not many people spotted that. Not many people spotted that. He's been phenomenal at age of 33, guys. Fit in every game, always there, back in the team, and you know he's the captain for the team. There's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, give him the compliment. Man of the match the other day, well deserved. Made a few stupid decisions when he's doing that short backheader that nearly got us in trouble. But listen, this season, only 2 goals conceded. I believe it was Nottm Forest and Wolverhampton away. You got to give, and that wasn't even the Wolverhampton goal. Should have been a goal, really. It was just a mistake by the goalkeeper and the defender. You know what I mean? But yeah, Virgil this season, outstanding, man. Give the guy credit. Alisson injury update. He's got a hamstring injury. It looked like from what I saw on the pitch. He should be out till November, I've heard, and he will be back. But we've got adequate replacement. You saw Jaros, how good he was, and we've got, you know, Kelleher coming back from illness. So yeah, he should be back around November time. We don't know. He could shock us. He did that in the past, didn't he? He did that in the past. Yeah, but to me, when I look at Alisson, guys, too much kicking, man. Too much kicking from a goalkeeper. Enough, man. Like, what is going on? Why are we letting Alisson always kick the ball? He takes too long to kick the ball anyway. Just kick the ball down the pitch, man. Like, it's bad. But yeah, like I said, give him till November. He should be all right. Luckily, international football, for once I'm saying that, luckily international football has just arrived, so he should be all right. Should be all right in November time. McAllister, he said he felt something during half time, but it's nothing serious. Hopefully he doesn't go and play for Argentina. This kid has played since that World Cup non-stop football. The World Cup Argentina won. He played non-stop football since then, guys. So he does need a rest, man. We can't push him that much. You know, like if you push players continuously, they become injury prone. I mean, these things become regular. And that's what I don't want McAllister, you know, to do. Look at the control we had when McAllister was on the pitch. And then this guy replaced him. There was no control. This idiot had a few opportunities to shoot. He took one shot and the goalkeeper just grabbed it like this. And I said, you know what, bro? How much more can I take of this shit? I can't do it anymore. He does this technique here, guys, Soboslai, which is knuckle hitting, you know, like Ronaldo. You do that in free kicks. You don't do that in every freaking game you play or every opportunity that you get. You do that in free kicks. So the ball swerves and goes in. You don't do that when you're playing in the game, bro. You could do side foot. You could do something. Like basics in the game. Like basics in a footballer, sorry. Which is curl it on the top corner. Do something like that. But he just hit it with his knuckle hitting again. Hitting the ball in a strange way. He went straight to the goalkeeper and he just held it there like that. And I said, this guy's a pussy, oh man. I'm telling you guys, we've been shortchanged over here, man. We've been shortchanged with Soboslai. I'm sorry, guys. Like, he's not good enough, man. If this is what we're getting, the game was different when he came on. It was open. Palace should have scored at least 2 when he was on the pitch because he's all over the place. He doesn't pass the right passes. He doesn't shoot at the right time. He doesn't really hold the ball that much. He panics on the ball. And, you know, what else does he bring? Like, bro, like, you got to do more than what you're doing, man. Like, what is going on? You're supposed to be Bellingham's replacement. You know what I mean? We didn't go for Bellingham. We got you. Come on, man. McAllister is head and shoulders above you. You should be looking at McAllister saying, oi, this can't be happening. That's what I would have done as a player. I would have done that. You know what I mean? Two players bought around the same time as me, they can't outperform me. Even Gravenberch is outperforming you, bro. Even Gravenberch, that nobody gave hope to. People want him out the door, and he's doing more than you. He's doing more than you, bro. It's embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing, man. Telling me that Hungarian Steven Gerrard, fuck off. What are you talking about, mate? Hungarian Steven, what? The guy just runs like Forrest Gump, like I always say, man. I mean, if you watch Forrest Gump, the way he runs like this, he runs the same. He looks like him as well. Mate, you're not a supermodel, mate. Come on, man. You're a footballer. Dumbass. Absolute dumbass, mate. But I want to move away from Soboslai because I've had enough, man. I was stupid enough to say, oh, we got a sort of, the next Kevin De Bruyne, How stupid am I, man, saying that? I don't normally say things like that. I don't really praise players until I watch them thoroughly and continuously, and getting to know them as a player as seasons go on. But he's wearing number 8, man. What's going on with that number 8 shirt? Is that a bad luck? Is it a burden for players? What is going on? Naby Keita couldn't last a season, and this guy don't even know what he is. Enough, man. Enough. He doesn't like contact in sport. Have you guys noticed that about Soboslai? He doesn't like people touching him, like, full, like contact. He doesn't like that. He just, as soon as he gets the ball, he's panicking and kicks the ball away. Nah, bro, I can't do that, man. Contract talks with Konate, I've heard, guys, is going well. So he might be signing a new contract very, very soon. He's happy to stay at Liverpool. And he wants to extend, from what I've heard. So that's not bad. That is not bad at all with Konate, man. I like that. This kid, now he's coming to his own. He's doing well. He's doing pretty well, man. Better than I expected, to be fair, guys. You look at Konate. He's winning his aerial duels. He's winning his, battles with players. Not many people get past him. He's willing to sacrifice his body to stop a shot going into the goal. I mean, it's fantastic. Yeah. Apparently, his contract talks are going pretty well. So expect to see a contract extension from Konate. And this guy as well, Kwanzaa, very soon is going to sign an extension to his contract. He's happy at Liverpool. Of course, come on, man. He's come through the youth system. He wants to develop as a player. It's not all about money for Kwanzaa, guys. Obviously his wages are going to improve. He wants to be the best defender that he can be. And I love that about him. And he said that. I heard that come out of his mouth. He's watching, old defenders as well as, current defenders, and he's under the tutelage of, Van Dijk at the same time as well. So yeah, man. Yeah, expect these two players to sign a new contract very soon. But as for the other three, I have no idea. I don't know where it's going. They haven't been offered anything yet. But like I said about Trent, what worries me, if he signs that big bumper contract, is his performance going to be the same or is it going to improve? Got to ask yourself that question as a fan as well. You know what I mean? Would you accept a player getting 300k a week performing like he does? I don't know. I have no idea. Jones, the best position is a number 8 attacking midfielder. He's better high up the pitch. He's not a number 6. Yeah, he's not, mate. He's not. Never was. Salah will never be dropped if he's available. Thing about Salah is he can play poorly and still score or make assists. Salah on the pitch playing poorly still worries the opposition backline. Yeah, you're right, bro. But he's got to do more. You know what I mean? He's got to do more. Like, if you don't score goals, at least create goals. If you know what I mean, contribute something in the team. If you know what I mean, bro. Gakpo work rate is nearly on Dom's level. Yeah, 100%, man. It's like having Salah back in that position, isn't it? Sorry, Mane in that position, isn't it? Back in the day, Mane was the catalyst of defending from the front, and then he helps out Robertson going backwards as well. I don't think Salah. I don't want Salah to leave, but he stopped to adapt. He stopped to adapt his game anymore. So if he wants to continue, try getting past a man and cannot, he doesn't benefit us. Adapt. Mo makes a great player. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jin. He needs to do more than like just scoring goals, which is great. He's good at creating chances, man. What used to upset me back in the day about Salah when he first came in this, when he, forget about the first season, he scored over 40 goals in the first season. After that, it was like, if he doesn't score the first goal, he won't contribute. If you know what I mean. And that used to upset me. I want you to contribute from the beginning. Like, if you can't score, create for someone else. That's what I want you to do. And this is what he needs to do. Be a leader in the team, man. Like, we can't win games if we don't create chances. And this is what he needs to do. You've got to create chances for other players to score goals if you can't score the goal. You know what I mean? So that's what he needs to do, man. That's what he needs to do. But you're right, dude. 100%. Let me look what else is there before I go. Becca has weak hamstrings. Coaching and medical staff need to sort this out. Yeah, it's every season, bro. Every season it's the same minute with Alisson Becker. He's always going to be injured at some stage. It's too much kicking, in my opinion. He's got too much, to do with the ball, which I don't want from a goalkeeper. I'd rather my goalkeeper just stay in his goal line, pass it side to side from time to time, and just leave it like that. And the players should not always look back and pass to him, bro. Go forward, man. Go the other way. That's what I want him to do. The drop off form, Gravenberch, McAllister not playing makes me, yeah, it is what it is. Big up Ant, the Hungarian Henderson. He could have done any. He could have said any better. To be fair, more camera wings than decent performance, bro. Yeah, it's a joke, isn't it, man? I'm done with this bullshit, bro. I'm not here for supermodel, mate. I'm not here for that shit, man. I mean, we need our players to be performing on a regular basis, not supermodel screenshots and all that stuff. Would you swap Dom for Gordon in January? Nah. Sorry, they're different players, isn't it? They're different players. No, number 8 shirt is is heavy shirt to wear for any player. Legend number that. Offer Dom plus cash on top for Bruno Guimaraes. I'll take that. You know what? I'll take that. That one I'll take. Are FSG getting Konate, Kwanzaa new deals signed up? How are FSG getting Konate and Kwanzaa under the new deals signed up? One priority should be Trent Alexander-Arnold, BVD, and Salah. Yeah. This is the younger, innit? You know this guy called Michael Edwards. He's all about the young players, isn't it? Yeah, big up, Phil. Big up. Sorry, I'm late. I've smashed the likes. Big up, brother. It's okay, man. Big up as always, man. Big up. Yeah, it is a strange one. It is a strange one, to be fair, brother. But it's all for our ownership, and especially Michael Edwards. It's all about the youngsters for them. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's the youngsters are beneficial. The youngsters are the future. The youngsters are the ones that's going to bring the money in the future as well. So this is why they're going down that route. If you know what I mean, guys. So, yeah, I know what you mean. January is upon us, guys. Which means the likes of Salah, Trent, and VVD can speak to other clubs, and that's frightening. That is frightening. So, yeah, watch this space, innit? Watch this space. That's me done, people. Liverpool are top of the league. Happy days. You know, that's what we want, innit? That's what we want. Listen, I'll take those 1-0 wins all day long, man. I don't need this, high intensity football, making players tired and all that stuff. I don't need that. You know what I mean? Lenders, the fraud, got smashed again. LOL, he's getting sacked. Well, people had to go at me, Mr. Steve, when I said he was never my guy. Bubic was my guy. You know what I mean? Bubic was the one that I always thought was the main number 2. This guy pushed Klopp to the limit, pushed our team to the limit. Now he's struggling. He's not a manager. Watch him join Arsenal as an assistant coach. Watch this space. Give our secrets away to Arsenal. Watch this space. Said it here first. I know my game. If FSG don't want VVD, he will join a club that wants him. Yeah, 100%. Big up for the respect, my guy. Enjoy your day, everyone. Yes, Gene. Yeah, I'm done, guys. Yeah, it's been good today. It's been good. I wish there was more people on, obviously, but I'm not gonna ask people to stop their life for me. I'm not that type of fan. We've done the Liverpool talk, we've done the Premier League talk, we've done everything you guys wanted, as always. I will be back, hopefully, some stage, probably tomorrow. Maybe playing a game, maybe playing EA Sport. I don't know, guys, because international football stops us doing streams. Maybe tonight, I don't know. It depends how I feel. I gotta go do the MOT, go and see mummy and my mum, I mean, and relax for work for tomorrow, innit? I've got a job to go to. Shut up, Alexa. Stop, Alexa. Why are you talking? I never said Alexa. Stop talking. But yeah, people, I don't know why Alexa's talking, but take care, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. Do that thing for me, and make the channel as big as possible. We're 300 away from 2,000 subscribers, so let's get there, people. Take care, everybody. Take care.